From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 19-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. In motion right is Wilson. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion right is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll give to Hall, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A handoff to McAllister. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll try and run for it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On the give, McAllister with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 24, Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In motion right is Wilson. from the 29. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In motion right is Wilson. Rodgers now on first down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. On first down, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion right is Wilson. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline connects on, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. But he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Paul on to give up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Paul again on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. There's Beckham, great grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Jackson out to his left. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Mecole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rolling to his right.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost get. That goes for a gain of 31.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.